Okay, checking the camera. Focus seems to be good, working. The microphone seems to be doing good. And so, let's begin. David Mays here, the video bard, producing videos to inform, entertain, and inspire. And checking in today, just saying hello, see how you are doing. Reporting from the spacious gardens of Casa del Mays. And just like I said, just kind of checking in with everybody, seeing how y'all doing. Kind of reporting in. Doing okay here. Been, kind of housebound for the last month or so. It's been that long? I guess so. Just make a little adjustment here. Yeah. Point down a little more. There you go. How's that? Trying to get arms length from myself. Anyway, just checking in. Like I said, kind of dealing with the bug. Been actually okay myself. Other than a little bit of sinus thing going on. Actually, I've been doing great. Physically, getting stuff done around the house, doing various projects. Do deal with some issues with anxiety, so I definitely have had to deal with that the last month or so. That's sinuses, not the bug. Basically, especially right that first week after he definitely was, saying, okay, things are getting serious. I definitely found myself dealing with some rather serious anxiety attacks, which I don't normally deal with that much. Good news is I have some tools I've been using to help deal with that. Process I've found especially useful is what's called emotional freeing technique, or EFT, or just tapping, and that basically involves tapping various acupressure points while repeating words and stuff. And especially with some of the more severe anxiety, actually has good results with it. Not going to call it a cure-all. I had a couple of experiences where my anxiety is like up here somewhere. Did the routine and got down way down here, which was good. But then I had to go lay down and take a nap because I was just exhausted from the experience. But the good news is it worked, and I'm still using it, getting good results with it, and definitely dealing a lot better with anxiety. And the process, doing things around the house, stuff I've been wanting to do, getting some housework done, working on some other projects, just kind of getting, working on my train layout. So I'm in the mall train, so I've been working on my train layout. Even though the powers that be are asking people to stay home in practice, I am going to get out occasionally. They will order, say, want to go get something to eat, something special, I'll go order it off the internet, and then I'll go get it. A little thing I did last week, there's a pizza place in Humble that I like, and traditionally when I've gone there, I've ordered their small size pizza. Now their small is probably as big as some other people's medium, and so I usually end up making 2 meals out of it. Well, the thought occurred to me, if I'm willing to spend a little bit of money, I'll just get their extra large pizza, which I did, which ended up giving me meals for like 4 or 5 days. I basically ate a couple pieces at the beginning, and then put the rest in freezer bags and froze it, and like I said, I was eating on it for 4 or 5 days afterwards. So it's both a case of, getting a little extra bang for the buck, as it were. Of course, getting some good pizza. And been trying to do that with other things. Definitely been developing my cooking skills. Doing a lot of spaghetti. Grilled some chicken last week and eaten that. Plan may do some more of that today. Actually, yesterday I went and picked up a 11-piece box from Church's Chicken and kind of doing the same thing. I ate about 3 pieces out of that, and then the rest I'm going to put in freezer bag and freeze for later. Some of you know that my job involves me working nights as a medical technician, working with people undergoing tests for sleep disorders. That right now is on hold. But the company I work for, has got a deal now where they got openings for people to come and work part-time, maybe, for maybe 4 hours a day, at a couple of the locations where they are still got patients coming in. And basically my job right now is, I'll go in there, right now I'm just going to go in maybe three mornings a week, work about 4 hours each morning. Usually, like I said, 3 days out of the week. And basically, I'm just checking people in as they come in. Take their temperature, stick a thing in their ear that measures temperature, ask them some questions, make sure they're doing okay, and then pass them on in. And in my case, I'm wearing this sort of hazmat outfit where I've got this guy working this kind of gown along with a face mask and some rubber gloves. Now, all things considered, if I'm going to be out in public in that location, is probably one of the safest places to be, because normally nobody's going to be coming in if they got some other issues besides the test they need to come in for. And ask people the questions about what how they're doing. They've been dealing with other health issues. Everybody says they're fine. That most people even know how to what I'm going to ask them before I even start. So that's a way of bringing a little extra money. All things considered, my money situation is good. I got some money in the bank, and they went ahead and paid me my vacation time at work. So I got that, plus this government check whenever it shows up. I'm currently not taking any unemployment, though apparently I am eligible to, so I am thinking I may just go and apply anyway, even if I don't absolutely need it. It's like, why turn it down? It's there, they're willing to give it to me, and since I am working part-time, that still counts towards whatever it is I need to do to help keep, stay qualified. So like I said, all things considered, I'm actually doing pretty good. So the question I might ask you all is, how are you doing? Are you dealing with all this craziness, all the anxiety? Personally, I'm being picky about what news I take in. Kind of taking enough information, I kind of know what's going on locally, and stay informed about the most recent developments. I mean, as far as what we're doing here in the Houston area, all things are considered, we're actually doing pretty good. I mean, with all due respect to people like in New York City, I'm glad I'm not there, because they're getting hit bad. But like I said, around here, all things considered, doing okay. As I was telling somebody, it's like there's a certain amount of cognitive dissonance going on. And I'm here, hear all this stuff on the news about, you got to stay in, got to wear the mask and everything. We're still, how serious is this disease? And then I'm here, sitting here, like I said, here in the backyard. The trees are blooming, got butterflies flying around. There's traffic on the nearby freeway. So it's a little like, this is weird. It's like everything's normal. Well, not really, but it's part where, again, all things considered, I'm doing a lot better than I might give myself credit for. And so again, how are you all doing? Are you working on any projects that may have been on hold because you haven't had the time? That, for me, is kind of the big thing going on here. I mean, I've had ideas for various projects. Like I said, I've got my train layout, working on that. And I'm kind of thinking ahead about, okay, as we work past this issue, this bug, this virus, what do I want to do in the future? I mean, again, working on the train layout. I want to do some things that help me financially. All things considered, like I said, I'm actually doing pretty good. But I can still kind of sense get a feeling like it could be better. Can I take this opportunity, having the time off, to develop some things, my talents, some projects, whatever, to, yes, to be perfectly blunt, bring some extra money in, and of course, just to better express myself. I sometimes describe myself as a recovering shy person. Definitely have my issues with social anxiety, other anxiety, but at the same time, do have some talents I can work with, and I'm doing things like this video. I mean, a little fantasy I've had, as long as I'm is doing something in entertainment. Some of you know I can play Native American flute, so developing that talent. Some of you have already probably seen where I have posted a couple of videos of me playing the flute, posted on Facebook and YouTube, and want to do more with that. And of course, got some ideas for what I'm doing right now. I do enjoy photography. I am good at that. But I have found myself fascinated with this idea of doing these videos. Trying to do more with this interest. This camera I'm using is a Canon EOS 80D with a 18 or 135 millimeter zoom lens. This camera apparently does have a good reputation for doing blogs and stuff, so that's one of the reasons I chose it when I bought it. And like I said, do more with this idea about doing, getting in front of the camera like this. Kind of developing this skill. Like I said, there is a little bit, have had some fantasy in the back of my mind for years about stand in front of the camera, kind of doing my little song and dance routine, and hopefully informing people and entertaining and inspiring them. And so here's my opportunity. So I invite you, certainly thank you all for tuning in and watching this. And definitely, welcome any encouragement to keep doing this. Bounce that microphone around. And again, is there anything y'all may have had in the back of your mind about wanting to do? Some sort, developing a talent, or pursuing some kind of an interest. This may be an opportunity to do it. Thinking about, we get this, virus crisis out of the way, and while there's still definitely some craziness going on, still a lot of issues with it, all things considered, I think we're doing good. But, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel, as it were, and it's not a train coming from the other direction. So it's like, what would you like to do when this is done? I mean, I hear a lot of stuff, read stuff on the internet about people worrying about the economy, and yes, the economy is definitely having some issues. I am generally optimistic about the economy, but again, I say that with awareness that there's a lot of people having issues with it. No paychecks coming in, things like that. But it's like, I keep thinking to myself, okay, how can I help? I mean, I imagine that there's already people who are finding this to be a big turn on for them about being able to get out there and do stuff which can help people, help the economy, express themselves. And I know for me, like starting to do more things like this video and some related things, I can see this as helping, kind of getting out there and putting the word out there to inspire people, to help them. And of course, is there something you can do? Is there some talent you have that you've kind of been, hiding? Some interests you have that you just haven't been acting on? What can you, everybody do to help out with this bigger issue? Not just with the virus as we're dealing with now, but in the future. To, help the situation now and, of course, make it better in the future. I like to think that what I'm doing here is somehow inspiring. And that's something I feel a call to be some, maybe not a motivational speaker or anything that drastic, but, do my part to inform, entertain, and inspire, and in the process help other people, hopefully inspire them to follow whatever dreams they have, they, listen to and act on what they feel called to do. And so it's like you say, what are you doing? Are you taking time to explore some hobbies you might have, or again, some other interests? I mean, there's people who are offering classes and various things on the internet. Definitely a lot of Zoom calls. I've been participating in a lot of those. And of course, there are other platforms. If Zoom gave me some issues, I've been hearing some stories. But at least my experience with Zoom seems to have been good. But there's other ways. Doing any reading? Been reading any interesting books? Been doing any inner work? Do a little exploring. Like I say, that's a lot of what I've been doing. And again, finding some good stuff. And can we use this crisis as opportunity? It's something I read somebody about. Why waste a crisis? It's a way to use this opportunity to do some personal work. To, like I said, kind of prepare for what comes later as we recover. That's I find myself thinking that. About how I can do like what I'm doing now and use that to help others, especially again as we come out of this crisis, which we're going to come out of it. I mean, this virus is not going to hang around forever. It's going to die out, change into something maybe less harmful. More people who recover from it will have, it's from what I've been hearing and reading, will have some degree of immunity to it. And so again, we will get past this. So what do you have planned afterwards? Is there anything you can be doing now to get ready for that? Actually, is there anything you can be doing now? Don't even have to wait until the virus is gone. So again, that's like saying doing this video is kind of my way of, participating in that process. And of course, I invite you all kind of to do the same. follow that calling. Check out that fantasy. See if there's some, you can do something to make it a little more real. So that's what's going on here. Again, just want to check in, and I figure this is a good way to do it. Thank you all for listening in. And since, like saying, one of my things I'm working towards is doing some form of entertaining, and you move the camera around, set up the tripod, there you go. And of course, like I said, one of my talents is playing the flute, so I'm going to end this by giving you all a flute song, and we'll go from there. This song I call The Jumping Mouse. It goes like this. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed my ramblings going on here. Something I want to do more with, so we'll go and end it here for now, and probably do something again here soon. So y'all have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. And so it is.